what is going on today, PGL channel? It is SupahGassy here, your former coach of the PGL New York Shelmets, and yeah, we're in season 2 of the PGL, and everyone's drafted so far, and I have two guests with me today. Introduce yourself, guys.
You can go first.
Alright, I'll go first. I am TruexNorseman, former coach of the Atlanta Bravebirds of the PGL Season 1, and yeah.
What is going on, everyone? My name is UnderTheRadar, and I'm the coach of the Maryland Torterrapins and the PPL, so yeah. I'm also a GBA analyst, so it's fun.
There you go, we got some experience here. So yeah, today we're just going to be going over everyone's teams, how we think they drafted. We're going to say a few words about what we think, and then we're going to go on and give it a grade, and what we think, basically if this is like a team we would enjoy having in like a league format, and see how well it does and whatnot. So yeah, you guys want to just hop into the first one here?
Heck yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna hop into the Los Angeles Dodrios, coached by Fearless Firo. And yeah, I'm seeing a lot of things I like. Greninja is a great Uber, even though Season 1 we didn't get to see it really do anything. Mega Scizor is not a bad Mega whatsoever. Mamoswine wrecks things, just straight out destroys teams. Like, it is so hard to prepare for in this format for the very reason that it destroys cores. Arcanine, very good Firemon to use. It's very versatile in this format.
Yep. It can be run bulky, it can be run physical, it can be even run special, you know?
It's Scarf if you really want to.
It's cut first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally think that, like, I think this team is just freaking amazing. Like, if you actually break it down, Greninja's biggest weakness is priority. Like, Mega Scizor's Bullet Punch, Arcanine Exchange Speed, like, he has both of those along with Mamoswine's Ice Shard, so priority isn't going to be flying his way. And on top of all that, he has so much bulk that it doesn't even have to be ran bulky. It can be offensive, and it can still be super threatening, like Cobalion and Crobat.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's a good point, is that, he got Greninja and he knew that, well, Greninja doesn't like taking priority, so I'm gonna get all the things with priority and just hog them. So
I think whenever, I don't know if he had Greninja in mind for his first pick, but if he did, that's like absolutely, that's a fantastic way to make it synergize well with your team, just because it can do anything, and then having the bulk to back up to take the hits that it obviously can't take because it's so frail is just fantastic. Along with an Intimidate user in Gramble.
Yeah, and the one weakness I would say of this team is you have no Rapid Spinner and you have a lot of Hazard Setters. And Defog is not something you really want to have when you have a lot of hazard stacking things, because then you lose your own hazards. So that's something I think he could patch up on. I think it'll really help him out in the long run.
My experience from Season 1, it can be really bad if you don't have a Rapid Spinner. Most of the time I was running just a Defogger, and it would really mess me up big time, so I feel that. I do like his C-rank choice of Jolteon, though. I think that's one of the best C-ranks possible. So fast.
Yeah.
Fast
so strong.
electrics are just so strong in this format.
Volt Switch.
Even his D-ranks are amazing that he got those. Crustle is a great hazard setter. It can be a shell smasher. It can do a lot of good things for your team, and it's very, very bulky. Very bulky.
Yeah.
And Granbull is just a great fairy type in this format. Intimidate and its defenses well, not defenses, but Intimidate basically gives it those defenses that it needs. Fairy typing is just an overall amazing typing, and base 120 attack is great.
Not to mention, he also has, I believe it's 2 clerics in the form of Granbull and Celebi. So I think that could also be really amazing, along with a fantastic Volt Turn core. Like, count the number of things that have either Volt Switch or U-Turn. Greninja, Mega Scizor, Celebi, Cobalion, Crobat, Jolteon. Like, that's 6 things. That's an entire team of Volt Turn core. That's fantastic. I really like it.
Very well put together team.
The thing that I also like, though, is that he has a lot of speedy mons. He does. Jolteon fast as hell.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Crobat fast as hell. But you have Cofagrigus there. And Cofagrigus can run Trick Room and therefore give Granbull and Crustle a chance to shine sometimes, maybe. Even Celebi gets Trick Room, if I'm wrong. I think it does. I believe so. It's a psychic type. Yeah. So you can give a lot of things a chance to shine that are slower on your team and throw the opponent off with your speed tiers, which is an amazing thing to do. Speed tiers are a huge thing in this format for me, personally.
Yep.
They're a great thing to mess around with. They give you the upper hand all the time. So I think that's about all that we have to say. I mean, there's nothing really that I hate. It's a lot of love for this team. I think it's incredible that he got all the things that he really wanted. So what would you guys say for grades here?
I would give him probably a B+, just because he doesn't have a rapid spinner.
Yeah, I would say probably a solid B. I think the lack of the rapid spinner is going to hurt his team a little bit. He could probably work around it pretty easily, but that's what I'd say.
Like while I think Crustle was an amazing pick for like hazards, if he'd gone like say Armaldo, then you could have the exact same typing, still Stealth Rocks, still bulky as hell, and have rapid spin.
Exactly, and Greninja does set up hazards. You can throw people off with that one. Spikes and Toxic Spikes.
Oh, it gets Toxic Spikes too?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so... yeah, I'd have to go with a B+, A-. I think the lack of a rapid spinner and only having a defogger is really going to hurt him when he has to hazard stack against people. But overall, I love the team, and we're going to move on to the next one, which is the Portland TurboBlazers, coached by It's Linked, aka Ian, aka 0-8 Season 1. Just have to get that out there.
Oh, man. Poor guy. But hey, can I just say, his team this season looks a bit better than his previous season. So
it does. It looks very amazing. I was helping him with his draft too before he started annoying the crap out of me, and I have to say he stole a lot of my ideas here. I like that he got Genesect. Genesect was not used Season 1, and I was really worried that it's 4 times weak to fire. So people can always run that sneaky hidden power fire. I wasn't sure about that, but if he's comfortable with it, I'm comfortable with it. It's fine. He also has things that are easily going to eat up fire moves. Mega Tyranitar, you got Entei, you got Garchomp, you got Slowbro. I feel like he went with Genesect and he just based his team around it to make it do damage. And
see, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish your statement.
Okay.
I thought you were almost done.
And also the quadruple regenerator core, I believe. Am I right?
Yep, quadruple.
Oh yeah. Mienshao, Moonbiz.
Yeah. Sandslash. Sandslash, although it may not seem like a good D pick, it goes well with Mega Tyranitar and Sandrush. What are your thoughts? I don't know. I'm a little confused.
See, I personally think, I've thought for a while that if there was like a complex ban with Genesect, like if it didn't have shift gear or something like that, I feel like it could actually be decent in this format and not be Ubers. But I think with shift gear, it's an amazing Uber pick. I think that Regenerator Core is going to be a pain in the ass for anybody to take down, along with Entei. That's just a huge power hitter. And having Braviary with Define is going to kind of sort of stop anybody from wanting to go for defog if they see it on the team.
Rapid spin!
Yeah.
Yep.
So for me, my experience with It's Linked Season 1 is I felt like a lot of times he tried to set up too much. I always expected him to set up. I could be wrong there, but the games that I watched him play, it seemed like he was always trying to set up, and in this team, it doesn't look like he's going to be doing that. I feel like last season he had like 3 or 4 Mons that were just setup Mons. And I don't see that as much here, which I really like, because it's going to stop him from doing that, you know?
Yeah. I felt like that was his huge problem, too. He had a lot of things I wanted to set up and not just counteract the opponent. He was looking for a sweep. So, I feel like with the Regenerator Core, he's trying to work more, into a counter kind of position. Also having Mega Tyranitar to set up the Sand and Mace, possibly, he has things to answer other Sand teams. So I like that. Amoonguss Slowbro, great Regenerator Core there. That in general is just going to be a bitch to take down. And Garchomp, I don't think we mentioned Garchomp yet, but a Rough Skin Rocky Helmet set will really help wear down the opponent. It can also run Scarf, Swords Dance. It could run Sand Veil, I believe. So, Zoro?
I personally don't like Garchomp on this team, but that's only because the things that he has to take Ice-type moves are very limited because they also can't take, like, Water-type moves. Like, for example, Slowbro can, but Entei that wants to take Ice doesn't want to take Scalds. Amoonguss can't really take Ice Beams at that, and then, like, Tyranitar, it doesn't want to get burnt by Scald. Like, that's the only thing I don't like about Garchomp on this team specifically.
Yeah, you're right. But, I see the ice weakness now, and it's really bothering me. But, I don't know why people like Zoroark in this format.
Are you serious? I love it. I think it's
see
amazing.
It, but I don't believe Illusion will ever catch me off guard in this format. Ever.
Whoa! I've seen a guy who was using Zoroark get like a 4-0 sweep with it in the very first match of the season, just because it was insane. I think it's fantastic in this format. I think it's a great beat pick.
I mean, it is, but what do you have to really illusion yourself with that on his team that is really going to throw the opponent off? I mean,
if he wants to illusion it as Mienshao and go for a U-turn instead, and like make the opponent think that he could go for a psychic type move, and then he's immune to it, goes for a U-turn, and then gets the switch initiative.
Good point.
Good point, but I don't know. And it's a very frail Pokemon, so you always have to lead with it, or save it, or sack something off to get it in. It's just I don't like it.
Also the mix potentials are very good with Zoroark, considering I'm pretty sure it gets low kick. If not, I'm stupid. And then, like, stab dark type coverage is really, really good in, like, draft-based formats, I've noticed. So, I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, ever since that stupid boost to it in 6th gen. Game Freak. And, Rotom Frost, I know he was debating this in between Frost and Fan, because he was like, well, you know, Fan this, and then Frost has, you know, Stab, Bolt Beam, and I didn't know what answer to give him, so I just said Frost for the hell of it. And because, no, but if you really think about it, Ice-type moves are very, very good in this format, especially something with Stab, Bolt Beam, incredible. So anything that's going to switch in on a possible Blizzard might take a Thunder or Thunderbolt or Volt Switch, or I just think it has potential, and I'm not going to call it a bad pick because I don't believe it is. Sure, his team is god damn it, his team looks so Stealth Rock weak now that I look at it. God damn it. I mean, the Regenerator Core, but still.
See, I kind of think the opposite. I kind of think that Rotom Frost was more or less a reach pick, to where if he wanted an ice type, I know that the electric type is probably more of what he was looking for, but if he wanted a good ice type for like a D rank, like Glaceon could have been better, or Glalie to get spikes.
I know someone else took Glaceon. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know somebody else did, but I don't know if it was available then. But I'm just saying, like, there were other better ice types in my opinion, because Glaceon is stupid bulky, can be a cleric, and is base 135 special attack, I believe, something like that. So it could hit stupid strong too. So I don't know. I kind of dislike the Rotom Frost pick, but I think if he plays it well enough and gets Stealth Rocks off the field, I think it could be cool.
See, I just like it so much because what's the main thing that switches into electric type moves is ground types. And what does Rotom Frost also have for stab is ice moves. So I understand it. I know where he was going with it, but again, it's a little weak. It might have been something better. We don't know. So yeah, what do you think, True? I don't know if we heard from you. I can't freaking remember.
About the Rotom Frost, I mean, I like all forms of Rotom. They're bulky. They can be bulky, or I just like it. I like the pick personally myself. I could see, the ground types coming in and using the Blizzard or the ice type stab, and I think it'll work for him as long as he doesn't. As long as he got something for those rocks, like you said.
Well, yeah, he does have Sand Slash, but that's really his only form of hazard. Braviary gets Defog, I think. I can't. Does it? Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Okay. So, I guess we'll just go straight into grading here. Kind of want to move this along. So, personally, I'll start off. Personally, I'll say B-. I like where it's going. Him personally, I don't know how he'll use it, and I think that's what's really making me hold back from wanting to give it a B or B+. What are your guys' thoughts?
I'm right there with you on the B-. I think he's got some good stuff, but at the same time, we have to wait and see how he decides to use it.
I'm gonna go with a C+. Just because while the Regenerator Core is amazing, I think that Stealth Rock weakness is a little too much, and I think that there were a couple picks in there that could be upgraded a little bit, but I definitely think that it could be played well enough to be like an A team, depending on how he plays it.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so let's get on to the third one here. The Seattle Smeargles, coached by Sketchy Smeargle, and this is our premier sand douchebag team. I love it though. I love what he got. I just don't agree with some of it. You got Excadrill, you got Tyranitar. The fact that he got those two first is just amazing, because I got that in my alpha season of the PGL, and it just... Excadrill is so clutch late game.
He's so good.
So good. And Weavile, good dark type, good ice coverage. Thunderous Eye, great electric type. Decent speed, outspeeds most things. And Prankster with Taunt, amazing. Reuniclus
Prankster
has
with
a
Thunder
B.
Wave is even better.
There we go.
Yeah.
Reuniclus has a B. I know it's B in this format because we knew it was really good. We knew it's something that just is going to wreck shop if it gets the chance. I think it's okay, but then he went and totally destroyed it by getting Florges and Cresselia.
Right, yeah, I was just looking at that.
Yeah.
Yep.
As I always say, Reuniclus is what everything Cresselia wishes it was. Because Reuniclus has reliable recovery, it has decent bulk, it doesn't need crazy bulk like Cresselia, it can set up, it can trick room, it's very versatile in this format, and it has a lot of things that it can do well that Cresselia can't. And
Magic Guard and Regenerator make it better. Like
it
that's
does.
its abilities are what make it so much better.
It does. And Florges, I understand you needed a fairy. Maybe there was something better to get. Most fairies are special, but I don't know.
I mean, I picked
Mega
up
Gardevoir was
Florges for
returned,
season
dude.
1. Yeah, I mean, just the ability. He could be a healer, cleric set and stuff like that, and I kind of see it. He doesn't have too much else with that. I mean, I guess Cresselia has got. I don't know.
Miltank is, in my opinion, a better cleric though, because
Oh,
It
Bad
has
didn't
instant
see Miltank.
recovery.
Didn't even see
Big bad.
Miltank.
and on top of that, it also gets Stealth Rocks. Like,
Yeah.
like I think that he could have completely ditched Florges, get something like a regular Gardevoir for his fairy type, drop Cresselia altogether, and get a better wall than what is already covered. But
Yeah.
hey, I think that the Cresselia Miltank core that has already been proven to be a pain by Leo, I think it'll be really, really good. I can't even remember the number of games that he's like timed out with that core.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. But for his Mega, and the fact that this got picked so late infuriates me, and that we let him get it, is Mega Lopunny. And I don't know how I feel
Best
about
Mega in
that.
the format.
It is a great Mega, but I don't know how I feel about it on this team. He did need fighting coverage, and Mega Lopunny is fantastic. It destroys teams. It's so fast and so powerful, and with Scrappy, any Ghost is going down. And except for that Kofagrigus, that is a great Mega Lopunny counter. But then I don't understand the last 3 picks. I think he just didn't know.
I can really understand Ludicolo because it's a really good Assault Vest user. Shuckle is debatable. I mean, hazards are nice, but it's taunt bait, this, that, and the other. But Aron is the one that I don't really think I understand, because that means The only possible Aeron set that he could be running is the one that's at level 1 that has like Endeavor and the
it was a wasted pick because that doesn't work in this format. Everything has
because
to be
you have to be level 50.
Exactly.
Like, so I think that was just poop.
Yeah.
Very, very poor pick.
Yeah, I think he didn't realize that you can't do level 1 Aeron trick in this format because it's, in my opinion, stupid. You do have other sand teams, so it's not like it's gonna... he just has to drop it.
Yeah, it being a D rank, he could just pick something else up. Free agency, right?
There's so many good things he could pick up that are D rank.
Yeah. The only reason I don't understand Ludicolo is, okay, you're going with rain, you're going with sand this whole game, okay, and then out of nowhere you have something that benefits from the rain. Just one thing, nothing else.
I'm not really looking at it as more of a weather thing. I'm looking at it more as a water resist, because right now, what is a water resist on his team?
True, but I think there could have been better things. I don't know. Maybe the lantern, because that was probably available, but
yeah. I can kind of see what he wanted to do with it. I think it worked out?
I'm going to be honest here. I'm going to be 100% honest. I think what happened is he was going through his draft. He said, oh, I don't have a grass or water type. Oh, you know what fills both those roles? Ludicolo.
Ludicolo.
It does not fill both those roles. It's... I don't know.
I think overall he has a very scary draft, but I think that if he changed a couple things up, it would be like probably one of the best drafts in the league.
I think he has a few redundancies.
Yeah. Alright, let's go on to grading, because I can't look at this anymore. Overall, I'm going to say a C+. There's too many things that do the same thing. The last 3 picks don't make sense in my head. Tyranitar Excadrill Weavile, great, but where's your... I guess that's why he got Reuniclus Cresselia Florges for fighting resist, because his team mostly gets screwed by fighting types with dark and rock coverage. And
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I can see him working with it and trying to fit around that. It's going to be hard for him, in my opinion. I know Cresselia is a great check to most fighting types, but with the prevalence of knockoff now and Cresselia not having an item after that, possibly being toxic stalled by other things, I just have to say C+. That's all.
I'm going to go for a C here. Like I said before, I think there's a lot of redundancies. Plus those questionable picks at the end, Ludicolo, Shuckle, Aeron. I think he could have drafted a little bit better. I think that he has the capability to bring this up to C+ or B- for me if he maybe drops Aeron for free agent, maybe make some trades, like a trades Florges or Reuniclus for something down the line. But yeah, that's what...
You know what? That's a good point, though. He's probably hoarding all the good Psychic and whatnot types, and he's like, oh, I can get rid of Cresselia or Reuniclus and get something good for them. And
right.
That might pay off.
Don't get rid of Reuniclus.
No.
Just
you
don't
get rid of Cresselia first, because Cresselia is a fat bitch. So...
Yeah.
Alright, Kelly.
But I'm going to say a C, basically for the same reasons. Don't need to really drown on about it, because you guys basically hit the nail on the head, so.
Alright.
That's all.
Alright, so the next one we're going to get into is the Danbury Dragonairs, coached by Baby Powder. And I look at this team, and I love it. I love what he did with it. The fact that he got Latias so late is what just makes this incredible for me. Manaphy, awesome in this format. Magnezone to trap the steel types, great. I just love it. In my opinion, he did everything right. He got Landorus Eye, which could be a huge threat. It hasn't shown itself to be that great in this format. Landorus T is usually better, maybe, somewhat. Mega Gardevoir, awesome Mega in this format. I don't personally like it, but I know it's good for some people to use. Infernape, it's very versatile. It can run physical or special, be Scarfed, Bandit, it's a great Pokemon. Rotom is the only kind of little redundancy I see, because he already has Magnezone 2 and he has Roserade, which both kind of fill that role. I still think he can trade it away for something better. Pangoro and Tauros. Tauros hits like a truck. It is possibly
it really does.
the best D rank he could have ever picked. Pangoro, great C pick. That thing hits like a truck. It has Parting Shot, which can get in Manaphy and help set up. I know a lot of things that he can do. Cladle's maybe not the best Rapid Spinner. Maybe you could trade that off for something else, but overall, I like it. What do you guys think?
You can go first.
I'm a big fan of his Tauros pick as well. I mean, Intimidate, Sheer Force. I mean, he's got some options there. I like it. I like it as a D rank. I'm also a big fan of Roserade, just out of personal preference. But the Doublade, it's just really, I don't know, it's really vulnerable to knockoff. You know, a knockoff is going to bring that thing down less than 50, and then it's going to be completely useless. It's got the Shadow Sneak for priority, but
see, what I like that he did is he paired it with Pangoro. Just that offensive core of them two is amazing that he did that.
And I still can't believe he got Latios so dang late.
Yeah.
He was just
it's the
sitting
only
around there.
Lati that got drafted, which is amazing, so there's no Latios to deal with.
I think that was snagged up pretty early in Season 1.
Oh yeah, that was like second round pick.
But I think a pretty solid draft pick all around here for the Danbury Dragonairs.
Alright, Kelly, what do you think?
I like it personally, but some people that go up against it might see, okay, so Landorus Eye, Rotom Cut, Roserade, Latios. 4 ice weaknesses, okay, I have a Weavile. Magnezone, Infernape, Doublade, that's 3 ground weaknesses, okay, I have an Excadrill. And there are just some things that just pick this team apart. However, the pairings that he made are amazing, like Mega Gardevoir with Doublade. That is a fantastic typing to like put together, because Mega Gardevoir dies from basically any bullet punch where Doublade can just switch in freely. I think that he went in with a very well thought out plan and executed well. I just think that he has to be innovative in some matches, because he does have some very common weaknesses.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't notice that at first, personally. As I said, I was helping him out with the draft a little bit. Though he took some things and he kind of pushed them to the side and said, no, I'm going to take this instead. And, you know, it worked out for him. I like what he did.
Oh, yeah. And also, I forgot to say one thing. I think that Rotom is extremely underrated. I think it'll be fantastic. I think that he will be surprised as to how many times I'll be like, oh, hey, Rotom is fantastic in this match. And also, if he doesn't run a physical Mega Gardevoir at least twice, I'm going to be disappointed.
I don't know how far as to say physical Mega Gardevoir, but I
hey, man, return.
Like... Oh, true. Giving him ideas here. I'm saying I need to see defensive Tauros at least once this season.
Oh, definitely. There's a lot of different sets that he could run with his team, so it's very versatile, which I love. I think he has a great team. I just don't like the common weaknesses, but I think that's very easy to overcome, in my opinion. Yeah,
he can definitely find ways to patch those up in the team building process.
Definitely.
Again, he's a new coach. I don't know how he plays. I don't know how he's going to do, but the way he drafted, he definitely had a clear mindset. So, on to grading, I guess?
Heck yeah.
Alright, I'm going to say...
You want to go first?
I'm going to say an A- for me. I like everything that he did. Actually, no, I'll make it an A. Screw it. I like everything that he did. I'm a little unsure how I'll play with it, but... You know, as Kelly said, he does have some common weaknesses, some things that can be spammable against him. I feel like he'll find ways to patch that up. He'll make a good team every week, hopefully. Again, definitely. I don't know how he plays, but this is just the draft that I would love to have. How about you guys?
Oh, yeah. I would give him an A- for sure. I would love that this draft, just because there's so many things that he could run, like like the versatility is insane. Like physically defensive Infernape to kind of like Weavile or something like that. Like there's so many strange things that he can do to just make it work. I think it's fantastic, and I would definitely like A is stretching a little for me, but I would definitely give it an A-. I love it.
I'm going to say B plus A minus, and pretty much the same reasons. Pretty solid all around. He picked up a lot of pretty strong mons, Mega Gardevoir, Infernape, and an extremely versatile Infernape. Landorus. I don't know. We saw Landorus put in some work season 1, I believe.
That was
so
Landorus
yeah,
T.
I think it's
Landorus
pretty solid.
I.
I'd say. Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, same thing. But yeah, I'd say B plus A minus.
All right. So, what were you saying, Kelly? I
was like basically the same thing. Landorus T, Landorus I. They're basically the same thing.
They fill different roles. They fill different roles is all.
Yeah.
Joking.
All right, so let's get on to the guys who made the playoffs last year, the New York Klinks, coached by Papa C here. Yeah, I think I don't know what he finished in his division last year. I think it was like first, second, maybe.
Oh, now he's got the Lando T.
Now he's got the Lando T. And
this is my favorite team by far.
An amazing
my
team.
all-time favorite team. It's so bad. I love it.
The thing that I saw, that I don't think anyone else saw, that I love, Blissey, Skarmory, Rotom, Heat.
Yep.
Holy crap. Holy crap, is that fat?
Gosh, darn.
Oh my lord. And then you add on Mega Sableye and Landorus Therian to it. And then put on Suicune. He has the best stall team. He has the best stall team in any league I've ever seen.
And then you got Talonflame in the back there for that priority. And it can run Taunt, Will-O-Wisp, Roost. It's amazing that he got all these things.
Not even that. He also has hazard stacking options with Excelgor. He has Volt Turn options. He has 2 forms of insane priority in Talonflame and Sneasel, and has 2 Magic Busters. Like, oh my dear Jesus.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And Hitmonchan with the Mach Punch, Fake Out, Bullet Punch combo, perhaps.
Oh, I forgot that.
Yeah. The only thing that I say I don't like is that Hitmonchan is his only Rapid Spinner. Sure, yes, you have Espeon, yes, you have Mega Sableye, but you can't bring them both every game, in my opinion. I mean, I know they fill different roles, but you're gonna get stuck there sometimes. It's amazing that he got all these things, in my opinion. I'm not sure about Sneasel. It's not as powerful as Weevil. It's not as fast either. It's just you can still run the same sets with it, but it's a little So I don't know. What do you guys
surprisingly powerful. It's surprisingly powerful. So the second that you get in and you start calcing stuff against it, you'd be like, "Holy crap, that's a Sneasel," and then you get really scared.
Yeah.
You can go ahead because that basically fangirled over this team enough.
I would not want to go up against this team. I would not. I hate stall teams and all that bulk. Oh, I could not put up with it.
I just love that he paired the bulk with some fantastic hazard stacking and magic bouncing and shit. It's just incredible.
Oh my gosh. And Electivire to be an amazing mix option. Dear Jesus, he did such a great job in his draft. And I think he doesn't even have an Uber.
No, he changed the Uber for Landorus T.
That's bold choice there.
Yeah.
Did he have he had the wheel pick though, right? Wasn't it him?
He was at number 5. This is all in draft order. So
okay. Yeah. I was gonna say because maybe there wasn't too much left in the Ubers that he was really looking for by the time it got down to him.
Yeah, no, a lot of things that were in Uber, in my opinion, were probably very offensive, and his team's very defensive.
Right. So that might have been his thinking there.
Yeah.
I also think that
I'd say
bulk wins.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just saying that bulk wins leagues. I think that's the only thing.
Oh, yeah.
Bulk is the best.
We know about that season 1 of the PGL.
Yeah.
Where I had the stall team. Yeah, I guess we'll just go on to grading because there's not really much I can say that he did wrong.
A+.
Yeah. A+ in my opinion. This is a guy that made the playoffs last year who I thought personally wasn't going to do that great. And the fact that he knew, he went in this, he said, I know what I want, I'm going to get it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to pack the bulk, I'm going to pack the stall, I'm going to shut down everyone. I can't, you guys,
What's even more amazing is he doesn't have to be a stall team. He could just be a bulky offensive pivot team with, like, say, bulky-ish Landorus with coverage moves, Mega Sableye to be like a Calm Mind set-upper, Choice Scarf Rotom Heat, and then, like, Choice Specs Procoon. He can just be really bulky and hit really hard. A+.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. I'm done.
True.
I'd say A+. And on top of that, up a C. I know that he practices like crazy every single week, and he live streams
Sorry about that.
Wi-Fi battles constantly against like viewers and things like that, and I'm pretty sure he practices his battles on there as well. So he does lots of practice before every match. So this scary team, on top of his dedication to the league, I can see this team making it to the very, very top.
Oh yeah. All right. I think we all just love that team, so we're gonna move on to the next one, which is the complete opposite. We got the Pennsylvania
I have a serious
Brelooms.
question.
Yeah.
I have a very serious question before you jump into this. How did Aegislash last that far?
That is a good question.
Whoa.
And I will never understand. We got the Pennsylvania Brelooms, coached by Fugio. I don't know what happened. He has so many things that do the same freaking thing. No.
Sock, Brelooms.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stock, Brayloom, Thunder's T, Galvantula, Mega Manectric. They all do the same thing. Cinccino, Sableye. I feel like he's trying to go Haxie here. Is that just me?
Yeah, maybe you want to have some fun with it. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
Anything
there's
with
just
Earthquake
so much
and Stone
that
Edge runs through his team.
There's just so much redundancy, and I don't understand the Trubbish pick.
I was about to say, let's talk about this Trubbish.
You thought Butterfree was bad.
Let's talk about Trubbish.
Oh my god, Hardy will put that down.
Oh god. But yeah, with Donphan gone, his whole team is ruined by anything with and Breloom gone. You have his team ruined by anything with Earthquake and Stone Edge. So
even then, Breloom is really frail, so it's not like it could take too many of them anyway.
yeah, it's not gonna be switching on those very well. It's just like everything went wrong. I can't understand what happened. I don't know where he was going with it. I mean, I'm gonna give him a little benefit of the doubt. Mega Manectric is very good. Breloom, it can catch you off guard sometimes.
He managed to get the best Uber as well, or one of the best, Aegislash, you know?
Yeah, in the second to last round, I don't know how that lasted that long. I guess because, well, the fact is that Ian had it Season 1, and it basically got no kills.
Season 1.
Yeah.
And it didn't do anything.
And
I just don't understand why 4 electric types.
maybe he's playing on that super Volt Switch team.
Volt Switch heavy, yeah.
I don't know. I could
And
see
it's
maybe
not even like his team is.
I could see
I'm sorry,
maybe
go ahead.
hyper offense. Sock is really good. I mean, if you guys watch how Mike's using it in the D League, it's amazing. Aegislash is really good. Mega Manectric's really good, and that's all I can really say.
The only thing is, his team isn't super versatile. Like he
I think I'm losing you guys.
can't change up much. Like Mega Manectric is very standard. Don can
Yeah, a little bit.
or it could be just whatever. Sableye is just going to be annoying, but it's whatever.
I don't see that much bulk here either. He has like nothing to fall back on.
No, he really doesn't. I think I'm just gonna go
I'm
into
looking
grading.
for recovery, and I can't really see too much recovery.
Roost on Honchkrow,
You know?
I guess. That's it.
Okay, yeah. That's about it, though.
And recover Sableye, but...
Giga Drain Galvantula, maybe?
Let's just go into grading. I can't... Me personally... I'm gonna have to say a D. I can't give it an F because he must have been thinking something when he was doing this. I'm pretty sure he's not brain dead. I don't want to sound so harsh about it either. It's just when you have so many things that do the same thing and you don't cover that up whatsoever, you're kind of stuck in a position of what do I do? Where do I go from here? Why the hell did I pick this? Or I have to free agent this and then trade that and try and get something else that does something else, and you just get stuck in that position, and it's very hard for me to even want to give him a C minus or anything.
Yeah.
You guys?
I'm gonna go with a D minus, to be honest. I think that I don't think that he had a plan at all. I think he was like, I like using these mons, so I'm gonna put them on a team and see how they do. And I think that whenever you do that kind of stuff, while it could work out if they have diversity, it won't work out in a format like this.
I'm going to say
That's
D,
my opinion.
but I hope... I'm going to say D, but I really hope that he had something in mind, or... I don't know, I just really hope that when it comes down to the games, he's just going to somehow impress me with being able to use this team. Just because. I hope.
I really hope that he proves us wrong. I really hope he does.
Exactly.
I just don't see how.
I just don't see it right now. I don't see any cores. I don't see any thought process in what was going on. And you know what? Let's just move on to the next one. Sydney Seakings and
He
Lax Slime.
doesn't have a Firewater Grass. I like this team a lot.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know if we were all agreed.
I really do.
Proton Wash, Sylveon, that's...
And Shaman. Can't forget Shaman. That's a fantastic mon in this format. To a lot of people, I personally don't like it, but it's still fantastic. I can't deny it. And Tentacruel as a rapid spinner, along with Toxic Spikes options. Uxie is bulky as all get out, and then having the potentially bulk with support options in the mens with Metagross and Keldeo and Dodrio and things like that. I think it's a very well put together team, very balanced. And Mega Bayonet is an insanely good failsafe. Like if nobody drafted Mega Charizard X, but if like it's just Dragon Dance all over your face and then you just want a Destiny Bond, you're good to go. I think it's very well put together.
Yeah, Mega Bayonet was definitely a very good failsafe for me Season 1. It definitely helped with those Pokemon that are just going to run through your team, but you know Mega Bayonet is there to save your life and hopefully get you out of that situation. I like Rotom Wash, I like Shaman, I like Tentacruel. Rhyperior, I guess that was maybe, I want to say, something he knew he needed for Talonflame, but you have Rotom Wash. Then again, you know, maybe, I don't know what he was thinking there. Keldeo, really good in this format, but it's limited to moves. It's not as diverse as, say, Manaphy or Starmie. Uxie, very good for setting up rocks and being your field supporter or whatnot. Glaceon, it hits very hard, and I'm really hoping to see a physical Glaceon with Curse and Ice Shard.
That would be awesome. I love Glaceon.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
I agree there.
Dodrio, although I'm not sure on this one, I can see where you're going with it. It's really speedy. Brave Birds hurt like hell in this format.
It hits so damn hard.
I've never used it personally.
It hits so hard. somebody in the PPL drafted it, and they were doing, like, their opponent was doing calcs, and they were like, holy crap, this thing actually hits like a truck, because
It's a Dodrio, what's
hits
going
so
on?
hard.
Yeah.
I know, it hits so hard, I love it.
Maybe it's just my personal inexperience with it, but I don't know, I feel like I would have went with something a little bit different, maybe Swellow or something. Some other normal flying type that's D rank. I don't know. That's just me, yeah.
But the
Little
fact that he
bit
got
faster.
Salamence last is just amazing.
Heck yeah.
Um,
That's insane, honestly, because Salamence has really good options that go along with it.
it does. The only thing, and I think Kelly brought this up before, the only thing that I'm really worried about is those strong ice attackers with like knockoff and earth Mamoswine in general. Weavile can really hurt. Just he's gonna really struggle with those, but I feel he'll find a way to come through against them. Uxie is a great Mamoswine check. I mean, it's not going to be taking, say, 2 Icicle Crashes or a knockoff, but it's very bulky.
I wonder how well a physically defensive Glaceon could do, because I think it has like base 110 defense, doesn't it?
I have
has
no
very
clue.
good defenses.
I've never thought about that.
and because Weavile only really gets, and because Weavile only gets like low kick to hit it super effectively, and it's not very heavy, it could be a decent Weavile check. Actually, it could hit it with Brick Break, but still, could be a very good ice counter. So.
Yeah,
it.
I know he loves Keldeo. He absolutely loves Keldeo in this format for some reason, even though it always seems very underwhelming to me. Amoonguss or anything kind of just walls it. I know where he's going with it. It can break that Blissey, Skarmory, Rotom Heat Core we saw before. It can break the hell out of that with Secret Sword and Scald and Hydro Pump and all that crap. But I don't know. Mega Metagross, definitely a great pickup for an S rank Mega, and then Mega Banette to follow through on that. Just he knew what Megas he wanted. Sylveon is amazing. Yep. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's good, but I see some flaws that I can't really put a point on. What about you guys?
The one thing that I think that the flaws kind of are masked by, he has 2 Megas. Now, whenever you think about that, you're like, oh, that's not a big deal. But whenever you start to think, okay, I'm going to plan for Mega Metagross. He's going to bring Mega Metagross to my battle. He doesn't do it. You don't prepare for Mega Bayonet that well. It can run through a team. Same thing with the other way around. So it's like having 2 Megas, I think, might give him an edge over everybody else. So I think that's a very good possibility.
Unless he gets predicted.
Yeah, but it also limits your team building sometimes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. It limits your ability to make different teams. But so I think I know I've been focusing a lot more on the coaches side. Like I'm thinking a lot differently here than just the Pokemon. But I know Lax Lime has a lot of experience. He's in multiple leagues, and I think he can make his weaknesses work. I think he knows plenty enough about this format, and he's going to do good with this team. My only thing is, yes, the Rhyperior, I'm kind of questioning. Rotom Wash definitely stops Talonflame. I had Rotom Wash Season 1, and Talonflame did not touch me. Could not touch me.
Well, I mean, there's always those ones with, like, natural gift grass-type moves, so that's always something to watch out for, so I guess I don't know.
That's true.
Rhyperior still falls to that, though.
Yep.
So let's just go into grading, because I feel like we spent a lot of time on this one. Overall, I'm gonna say B+. I like it. I'm not in love with it. I don't know what it is. I think the 2 Megas is gonna really hinder him sometimes, where he's like, oh, I need something to fail-safe me, but I also want to bring Mega Metagross, but you can't have both. And, you know, you're kind of stuck to 11 Pokemon then, instead of the 12 that everyone else has. It's not a bad thing all the time. It can be great, because you can throw your opponent off most of the time, but I don't know. What about you guys?
I'm going to give it a B-. Like you said, I like it, but I'm not in love with it. Go ahead.
I'm going to give it A because I feel like I was going somewhere with this and I completely forgot where I was going. I feel like he had some really good stuff here. And the other day, I got swept by Salamence. A Moxie Salamence, I got the guy down to I think it was 6-1, and then he came back with a Moxie Salamence and killed me. And I lost. So, wow. I don't know. I know we didn't touch on Salamence. It was awful. But Salamence is actually a pretty big threat there, too. And I think it's a really good team all together, and I feel like Lax Slime can really use it to his benefit with all the experience he has and everything like that. So I'm going to give him an A.
All right. One thing I just wanted to mention before you go on that I really love about all these teams is they all got, well, most of them got a very, they all wanted an ice type, which is really strange to see. You never see a lot of teams with ice types other than Weavile and Kyurem and Mamoswine, but they're like, you know what, maybe let's try it out, and I like that. So, yep. On to our last victim here. We got Crimson Seabad of the Detroit Steelwings, and oh my god, I like this team, but now that I've seen everything else, I'm kind of questioning a little here and there. But I know that Crimson has, the ideas in his head. He was really thinking this through. Now that I look at it, Deoxys D Mega Venusaur Core. Holy crap! Why did I never think of that?
Yeah.
All the psychic moves and flying moves that Mega Venusaur doesn't want to take, Deoxys D takes. I don't know. What are you guys thinking?
He only has one Rapid Spinner. No other form of removing hazards, so Fortress is basically forced to come every single week, and with that comes 4 times Fire weakness. So with that, it kind of makes Milotic seem like, oh hey, Milotic has to come now. So I think he's kind of limited on that. And Mega Venusaur, I think, is a fantastic mon. It's becoming like, okay, so Kyurem Black was a pain for everybody to deal with in any draft format ever. Whenever we started out, people started to learn how to deal with it. People started to learn how to counter it and how to team build around it. And I think that's starting to happen with Mega Venusaur too. So if I had to say anything, I'd say just be careful with it. But I still think it'll be fantastic and make everybody want to kill themselves.
Yeah, no, the thing that I believe is happening more often is people are finding ways to use the psychic types to their advantage. They're finding psychic types with these crazy coverage moves and different, you have like Victini, for example, would definitely hit that core very hard with a V-Create, or, it can just U-turn on it. It doesn't care whatsoever. I feel like people are learning that...
Victini.
No, nobody took Victini, though, but that's the thing,
what's wrong with this
is
league?
That...
nobody took Mew either.
No, nobody took Kyurem Black either.
But I gotta say, I had Mega Venusaur Season 1, and it was great. I loved that thing to bits. I even ran it physical one week, and yeah, it's just, I mean, I would run knockoff on it all every week because nobody expected it for some reason. I ran Swords Dance knockoff set, and yeah, it was just it was crazy. I'm just going to say I really like Mega Venusaur. Kind of questioning the Deoxys D, questioning it, but I personally find Deoxys D just annoying and not that useful. But that's just me. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I've seen it used. I don't know. But that's just me.
Okay, Kelly? I know you're trying to throw words in there.
Yes, so many hazard setters. It's insane. Like, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm rude. I interrupt. But he has so many hazard setters like Deoxys D, Fortress, Crocodile, Mesprit, and Kecleon, along with Lee Manny Sticky Webs. Like, he has so many hazard options, it's insane. So I think that'll come into play more often than not. But the only take that I think everybody questions is...
Altaria?
Well, I was really expecting you guys to jump in there. There we go. Altaria, yeah. Like... Are you really questioning Kecleon?
Don't question Kecleon. It takes Draco Meteors from Specs Latios.
It's so good.
I'm weird.
Oh my god, I think it's amazing. But I think Altaria is a little bit of a questionable pick.
Yeah, but then there was something that you mentioned, because before we did this, I said, oh, there's something I don't really understand.
Every now and then.
I said, there's something I really don't understand. You said, what? I said, Altaria. And then you said, oh, but Cloud9. I said, oh, god damn.
Yeah.
Why did I forget that?
Yep.
That is such a good idea to deal with the sand teams. And I love it now that I think of it, and it's something I have to, yeah.
I think it'll be useful only for those matches, though. I can't really see it being useful against a team like the Sydney Seakings. They don't really rely on weather, so I don't see Altaria being very useful, especially with having Quincy on there with like ice shard and things like that. So
well,
I think overall this team is very good, though. Very fat. I like it.
The thing is, though, you run a bulky Altaria, the thing gets Moonblast now. You can't forget that. And it's going to be walling that Keldeo pretty much all day if it doesn't have an Ice type move. And it's going to hurt. So, I think Altaria has a lot of potential.
Yeah,
I think once he finds out how to use it, it'll do really good. Raikou, great electric type. Conkeldurr, amazing. Fortress, great for setting up hazards. Again, you said it's his only rapid spinner. That's okay, in my opinion. Krookodile, it's alright. I don't think it's the greatest thing in the world, just because I haven't seen it ever really do that well so far. Milotic, amazing water-type Pokemon. Mesprit, great, very versatile. Ambipom,
best bulky water.
Ambipom, Fake Out's nice. Kecleon gets it too, though, which is Kecleon's amazing, like an amazing wall, in my opinion. I feel like that's going to pair really well with Milotic some weeks, and Leavanny is... We saw Lax pull Leavanny so great in Season 1. Oh my god. Just... I really like it. I can see where the weaknesses come in, though.
One?
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
I think he ran it Choice Scarfed one week.
I think Milotic is probably the best.
I think it won. Yep, he ran a Choice Scarf the week against me, and it actually won him in the game.
Yeah, it's
wow,
pretty good thing to catch people off guard, because they always expect a Focus Ash Sticky Web lead.
That's awesome.
So,
you guys want to go ahead on to Grain again?
I'm going to give this team I'm going to give this team a B+, and what I really want to see from Crimson this season is I want to see him set up tons of hazards, the sticky webs, and then just roar with Mega Venusaur all day. That's what I want to see. Don't ask me why. It's going to be hilarious.
Wait, what was your rank? God damn, I'm not keeping up. I'm gonna say B+. Crimson hasn't had the greatest track record in the GBA. As long as you don't run Citrus Berry everything, I'll be happy. I see a lot of potential with the team. I see everything that it can do. I just feel like it's gonna sell itself short some weeks, and you know, I need to see how he plays with it. I want to see how it does. I like it. I really do. Just I don't know. I'm gonna say B+ for that reason. You, Kelly? Did I lose you guys?
I'm gonna say A-. I think that this team...
I'm still here.
No, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Sorry. Yeah,
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Anyway, I'm going to give this team an A- just because...
Technical difficulties.
I think it'll be slept on by a lot of people. I think he has a lot more options. I think on Kelder. technical difficulties. Can you guys hear me?
I think you're a little delayed here.
Can you guys hear me?
All right, hold on. Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Alright.
I think you're hearing us like 10 seconds later.
Okay, hold. You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Keep it. Okay. If you want to, you can just make an edit saying that I give this an A-, and then you can cut it out and you guys can finish off the video. So I don't want to be lagging out like crazy.
No, it's fine. I don't think anyone will really give a shit. I didn't even pause the video, so we're still going.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. A minus. A minus. A minus is everywhere.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if Kelly cut out. So yeah, that's gonna be all, guys. I'm gonna call it a day. I think everyone's pretty much agreed somewhat on who belongs where and what ranking and how we think everything went. I think it's yeah, I think we're all pretty much happy with most of the drafts. I'm excited to see how people play, and I'm excited to see how everything goes, and I want to see who makes the playoffs this year. I want to see who does well, who leads their division. Are you going to have 2 divisions with top dogs again, or how's it going to go? I hope all the coaches are happy with the rankings we gave them. I hope you don't take this too personally. This was just our criticism, what we think will happen, if we like the teams in our opinion or not. We don't know how you draft it. It's your team, not ours. We don't know if you'd like it that much or if you hate your own draft, but yeah, that's gonna be all, guys. Any closing words?
Can I just how about you each of us just says what our favorite team of the season is going to be.
All right. New York Klinks.
Oh my gosh, you stole mine. New York Klinks. Everybody's on board. New York Klinks.
Everybody's in
Okay.
agreement on the Klinks.
Good job, Papa C. Good job.
Alright, guys, that's all for today. We will see you maybe in another video? I don't know. But, yeah, that's all for now. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.